Hi, this is Appreciated Learning channel. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through how to build an animation landing page or website using HTML, CSS, and couple images. And that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let me show you guys a quick demo. So this is the demo. And as we can see, our boat is floating as expected. That's pretty much it. Guys, this is relatively straightforward. Let's start coding. Of type, I like to say boat and C, then animation, Control S and save it, guys. So this is how you can start your server. Open with live server. Okay. Yeah. So my server already started. So no need for me to start it again. As you can see, it's working as expected. So moving on, I like to start off with a section with an ID, like so, and then in there I would like to come up with a nav tag with a UL, and then in there I like to also add li with a tag, like so. And then this is going to be floating. Control S and save it. So this is it. There you have it. And then moving on, right after this UL, I would like to add a class. It should be container. Okay. And then the container, I would like to add image. And I'm going to want to say iceberg. Control S and save it. There you have it. And then moving on, I'd like to add an additional class like so, and then additional image, and then this is going to be the boat itself. Control S and save it. Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. So guys, yeah, this is pretty much it. That's all we need for the HTML. Now let's move on to the CSS and beautify our page. So I'd like to start off like so, and then padding 0. Save it. First, let's get our ID. Get our ID. Let's work on our ID, and then I like to say, give it a weight 100%. Say height of 100 VH. Alright, and then I like to add the background. I'm going to want to say linear gradient to right. Let's add this color, EDF 1F4. Give it 1%. Then the next color will be our pound sign, say 2, B3, and then B5F. Control S and save it. See background linear gradient, right? And then this should be 90%. All right. Let's move on to the next. Let's style our nav ULLI. Nav UL, I like to say flex of 1. And this is going to be text align center. This is going to bring our text to the center. Let me minimize this so you guys can see the changes. I think we're not seeing the changes because I needed to include our style. CSS. Control S and save it. Alright, it's in the middle as expected. Let's move on. I text is centered, then I'd like to say I'll give it a line height, say 2. Okay, then I'll see enough. Let's say list style. I'd like to set it to none to get rid of the bullet point. Okay, I'd like to say display line black, and then let's set the margin to 15 pixels. Show us and save it. So moving on, let's copy this, duplicate, and then let's add our A. Okay, I like to see, of course, text decoration. Let's set it to none to get rid of the underline. Save it, and also I like to change the color to white. Then moving on, I like to also change the font family. Let's go with this like so. All right. Come down. Font size 1.3 em to make it a bit bigger. Okay. And then moving on, I also like to add border of 2 pixels, solid, say white. Okay. Let's add a padding to give it a breathing space. 8 pixels and then 12 pixels left and right. Let's see border bottom. Let's see dotted. Okay, let's see 4 pixels. All right, this is looking good so far. All right, let's keep moving on. Then our next class was the container class. I'd like to say let's give it the weight 100%. Copy again, then paste it. And then the next class to work on, I'm gonna say will be, so this is, yeah, we need to add a class here like so, which would be CIMG additional class, which would be boot IMG. Right, now let's bring this class in here and then work on it. I like to set the width 100%, and then I like to also work on the background position. I like to say center, Control S and save it. Our image is centered properly. I'll say background size, I'll say cover. Okay, and then let's set the height to 90 VH. This is looking good. And then moving on, I think the next one was the what? Boot IMG. Okay, display flex. Okay, working on this right now. So I want you to take a close look at it. Display flex, I like to set the width to 20 pixels. Okay, let's save it. This is good. Then let's set the margin top. I like to set it to 500 to bring it up. Okay, this is looking good. And then let's add a bit of shadow. So I like to say filter, I'm going to say drop shadow, and then this is going to be 0 pixels, and then 20 pixels, 3, and then let's add a color to us and save it. Okay. And then moving on, animation, let's call it boat. Let's give it 50 seconds, linear, infinite. And let's work on animation, like so, right, 100%. What I want it to do, transform, translate in the x-axis. I would like to give it 1400 pixels and 0%. I like to what? Just bring it back. Zero. Okay, Control S and save it, guys. There you have it. As you can see, the boat is floating gradually. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you find this helpful. Leave your comment. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.